Okay. Funkel and Coriander, a partnership of chartered accountants, approached the Constitutional Court after they have been summoned by the liquidators of Tollgate Holdings in terms of Section 417 and 418 of the Companies Act. Now, Funkel and Coriander claims that this is a violation of the constitutional right to freedom and security of a person.
Wow.
That's amazing. Jonathan, can you maybe give us more insight about this, since you are, the brains in this, hey?
Well, thank you, Naila.
Thank you.
Yes. Well, as we know, in Section 417 of the Companies Act, the Master's Court can hear the summons and can receive summons of a person who might be able to give information of any concerning trade, dealings, affairs, and property of the company, which is obviously being wound up after an order has been granted to the winding up of the company. So this is to do with the company that's been insolvent. It's an insolvency
So
issue.
are they insolvent at the moment, or are they just getting facts about the company to get them insolvent? Or
Actually, the company has been insolvent,
Okay.
and they want to send them a summons to court. And Tollgate Holdings is the third party at the moment.
okay.
So
Which-
they are feeling like their rights are being detained.
Seems like, and it seems like the security to the freedom as a company, as a juristic company, is being violated, of which I'll get to the facts now.
Fantastic.
Jonathan, before you continue, tell me, can a third party summons you?
A third party cannot summons you if there's no reasonable test, unless the court finds it reasonable, then they can.
So it's all up to the court,
Yes.
essentially.
And
Essentially, it's
also,
only
they
up
can
to-
only be charged if they have a criminal proceedings.
Yes, and that is so true, because what we are dealing with here is to do with the Companies Act and insolvency.
Okay.
So this company of Finkels and Coriander, which is the partnership, and that is a fact of this case, is that they are insolvent and they need to wind up the company, but their rights are being violated.
Yeah.
That's the issue at hand.
In
Okay.
which way?
Their rights are being violated in the sense that Tollgate Holdings, which is according to this article that I'm reading here, Tollgate Holdings Limited, they have given them a summons, or they've been summoned them to appear at the Masters of the High Court, or
Wow.
Masters Court.
And of course, they summons them with evidence.
Yes,
Okay.
evidence. So we don't know if it's arbitrary evidence or if it's substantial or potential evidence to get them insolvent. So that's the fact that we are trying to find and to divulge in, is whether their rights are being really violated
Okay, fantastic.
as a juristic company. Because remember, according to Section 12 of the Constitution, it refers to our rights as a person being securely protected, and we cannot get our rights violated because we apply our Section 36, which is our limitation clause,
Yeah.
as to which also is part of the non-derogable rights to be protected.
Wow, also interesting.
Yes, and I've got some additional facts that I picked up here. That Finkel and Coriander needs to make a decision not to be under duress, to be summoned.
Yes.
So that answers your question
Yeah,
about
definitely.
them not being summoned. And Tollgate Holdings cannot infringe on their right as a company, because it can also have a psychological infringement and trigger to their imposition and disposition as a company. And we're not dealing with personality rights with regards to their reputation, but we also dealing with which could fall under Section 12, subsection 2, but we refer to subsection 12, Section 12, subsection 1, which safeguards them from their rights being violated arbitrarily, and we refer to them as their rights being protected unconditionally.
Wow.
And just to go on further, as I mentioned, that we have a general application in Section 36 that protects our rights, and we have a limited right in the Constitution, and therefore this company has a limited right.
Yeah.
And Tollgate Holdings cannot infringe on their rights and violate their rights, since they're a third party. And the issue is that they're giving them a summons, and the summons cannot come if there's no reasonable test to it.
Exactly.
They have to appear at a master or a high court through an interdict if they have to be summoned. And that is the issue, fact and the issue of the matter.
Yeah.
So we'll now have to discuss the reason and the application that's been passed by and what solution, that's what we need to find out, what solutions that can be found with this whole debacle of Finkel and coriander.
Definitely.
Okay.
Okay.